Hello and welcome back to the Done Deal YouTube channel. Today you join us for a little bit of an impromptu video because we're here at Boland's Mercedes-Benz in Wexford and we're actually filming some other stuff. However, there's a car in here I really want to drive. They've got some amazing stock. There's things like the EQE 53 AMG, there's a G-Wagon, there's an SL43, and then there's this, the EQS. I've been dying to get behind the wheel of one of these, so hopefully today we will. But for now, we're going to go inside, meet up with the guys, and then we'll maybe go for a drive. So we're out on the road now, and the first thing you'll notice if you drive an EQS is just how silent it is. The road surface we're on right now is pretty poor. The air suspension just deals with it magnificently. I love the way this infotainment system is. The sat nav is brilliant. You can literally see the waves on the water. So the EQS, to begin with, let's discuss pricing. So they start at about 135,000 euros. And when you consider the sheer size of this battery, over 100 kilowatt hours, that's actually pretty decent. We'll be talking about the different options available in just a short moment. However, I did actually go on and spec one of these up into the most highest bracket that I possibly could. And actually, I was surprised it wasn't as bad as I thought. 250,000 euros, about the creme de la creme of this, but real world, I reckon around the 150, 155, maybe 160. That is where you're going to be at the sweet spot with an EQS. So the EQS has got a 120 kilowatt hour battery. Now, usable of that is 107.8 kilowatt hours. That is just about as big as a battery as you can get in any EV. The only one I think that comes close is the Q8 e-tron, but still, this is kind of in a league of its own, and it can do up to, I think, 740 kilometers, which is just mental. Now, in terms of these numbers here, so EQS 450 plus, so that is the entry level. There's not a whole lot entry about it. However, that has a 330 odd brake horsepower electric motor. Then you can get the 450 4MATIC. Now that's obviously all-wheel drive, and it actually has a little bit more power, I think about 355 brake horsepower. Then there's the EQS 500 4MATIC, and then there's the EQS 53 AMG, which I'm sure that thing is bonkers. It does 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in about 3.8 seconds. As we make our way out onto the open road, I do want to talk about the range. So the quoted figure that you can get kind of a maximum of is over 700, and rarely do we see that. And right now I'm sitting in it and it's over 550 kilometers. And it's actually saying that if I go full eco mode, I should actually make about 700 kilometers, which is incredible. And you would think then, oh, it's going to be quite slow. But if I actually change it now here into sport mode, the whole thing just feels lighter, the throttle response is better, the steering's a little bit lighter, and you put your foot down and it picks up really, really quickly, especially considering this is technically the lower powered motor. I can't imagine how bonkers that 53 AMG one is going to be. In terms of charging it, that is a big old battery, so it is going to take a long time. However, the reality is most of the time you're going to charge this at home and you can set it to the night rate, scheduling a charge. It's not going to be too expensive. However, if you do want to charge it quickly on the move, then there's up to 207 kilowatt charging here. So really, really quickly, to put that in perspective, if the charger will allow it, which maybe it's Ionity or Apple Green or Circle K, those type of chargers, you could go from about 20 to 80% in roughly 30 minutes, which is very, very quick. Now, another thing I want to talk about is the regen. It's brilliant in this. So regen is basically where the car uses its own power slowing down to regenerate electricity and increase the range. And here on these flappy paddles, you can adjust just how much of it you like, and it's really firm. It gives you nice regen. And it's a weird thing at first when you get into any car, but it's something that you grow very fond of over time. Well, there you have it. A little bit of an impromptu video. However, I have to say the EQS, it is fabulous. Anyway, if you have any questions about it, please feel free to ask in the comments. And of course, if you'd like to search for Boland's of Wexford stock, you can hit the link up there and you can see all of the cars they have for sale. Huge, huge stock. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.